All right, round 2. Use the graph below to find the midpoint M of BC with endpoints B, -9, 2, and C, -3, -4. So we're given B and C, and we'll plot them. Oh, all right. So again, I'm doing this problem a different way. So I see that we need to move right 6 and down 6 to get to the coordinate for C, which means to get to the midpoint, we need to go halfway. So instead of going right 6 and down 6, we can go right 3 and down 3, and that takes us to the midpoint at -6, comma, -1. Wow. All right, number 3, determine the midpoint of 6, -7, and -3, 12 using algebra, meaning use the equation that we've been given. So in red, we will find the average of the x coordinates, and that's here. So we have 6 plus -3, and then take that answer and divide by 2, because we're finding the average of 2 items. So we have 6 plus -3 is +3, divided by 2 is 3/2. That's the same as 1.5. Now on the y-coordinate, -7 plus 12 is +5, and we divide that by 2 to find the average of these 2 items, and we get 2.5. Great job, Smarty Pants. Number 4. All right, same kind of thing. Now we've got decimals. X-coordinate, X-coordinate of 0.5 and -2.5. Again, find the average. 0.5 plus -2.5 is 2. Be careful when you're adding there. We would expect you to do this successfully with no calculator. -2. -2. Then -2 divided by 2 is -1. With the y, we have 0.25 plus -0.75, -0.5. This total, -0.5. Then divide by 2, -0.25. And there is your midpoint. Great job. Let's do number 5. All right. So the midpoint of segment AC is 3, -2. That's the middle of AC. Determine endpoint C if A is 2, 2. All right, so this means that we're going to have half of AC. Let's see what that looks like. All right, so we've got A at 3, we've got M at 3, -2 here. And we've got A at 2, 2. So this is the information we're given in the problem. So in this problem, to get from the endpoint to the midpoint, we move down 4, right 1. So to get to the other endpoint, we would have to go down 4 and right 1 again. And there you see segment AC looks something like that. Determine the length of AC. So that's the length of the entire thing. To get from A to C, we move down 2 and right 8. So we use Pythagorean theorem again. And so AC squared, this diagonal squared, equals 8 squared plus 2 squared. Square them and add them. 64 plus 4, 68. You've worked on 68 a few times this school year now, and you know that with 68, we take the square root. We've got AC equals square root of, and you know by now that this is 17 times 4. And if you don't, you'll find it. You could divide by 2 and then divide by 2 again, for example, because you don't give up. So when you do this, you see duplicate 2's. times 17. Duplicate 2's come out. Square root of 17 remains. 2 times square root of 17 units. That's how long we have from A to C. Great job, Smarty Pants.